Hey YouTube, it's Catalova. If you want more MotoAmerica content, check out the new and vastly improved MotoAmerica Live Plus app. It's the only place you can catch all the race action in one place all season long. Click the link in the description below.
Hayden Gillum, our pole sitter, Benjamin Smith, and Ashton Yates making up that front row.
Good qualifying for Danilo Lewis there, fourth. Bryce Prince and Jason Uribe.
It's row number 2. Get back to row number 3. We have Richard Kerr. Gabriel Da Silva, he's the one I wanted to mention. Didn't finish yesterday, but he's got another shot at it today with Andrew Lee right alongside him on row 3.
Then we got Nolan Lampkin, Travis Wyman, and Justin Meese, the local boy there with the good qualifying as well.
And we do have a full 29 rider field. You see Anthony Norton there on row 5, Alex Arango right by him. But row number 6, you've got Bobby Davis, Augustin Sierra. We move back to row number 7, Tyler Bingford, John Knowles, Manuel Seguera. Full field, Roger.
Full field. You see JC Camacho there as well there on row 8.
Back on row number 9, Dan Dickerman, Mike Bishop, Jeffrey Perk. Because Stephen Shakespeare there on row number 10 bringing up the field. Once the lights are out, it's time to go racing here. Race number 2 for Stock 1000 at Brainerd International Raceway, and it looks like a clean start for everyone.
Yeah, a really good start for Hayden Gillum again as well, Benjamin Smith. Ashton Yates, good start for him, already up into 3rd.
Look at what Hayden Gillum has already been able to do just through the first 2 corners, already showing where he's the strongest rider that's out there on the track. That first part of the racetrack, he is so fast.
So fast through 1 and 2, and even through 3 here, and then the infield part of this track is where he's had these guys covered at. You can see the gap already where the track gets tight here through 4 or 5. Hayden just is able to get the power down on the Honda. Looks like it changes directions really well for him as well.
Benjamin Smith right there behind him, finished 2nd in the race yesterday. Ashton Yates right there also able to get that podium result. That's how they're stacking up right now. Jason Uribe though, and you see Bryce Prince with being able to start up front. He's able to hang on to the back of this pack.
Yeah, he's right there. And Danilo Lewis is doing a great job also with his best qualifying, able to try to hang on to this pack. And Richard Kerr from 2nd all the way down to about 9th. These guys are really bunched up.
You know, after the race yesterday, one of the things that Hayden said was he knew the gap that he was able to pull out on the opening 2 laps, and from there he used the rest of the race to think about how he could improve for today.
And he will improve, and this is what his plan is, to go out and try to break away from the group, and then he doesn't have to worry about battling anyone. He can just focus on his own race and just continue to get comfortable on that new Honda.
You see Ashton Yates there looking to get around Benjamin Smith. This is the battle for 2nd. Ashton sat behind him for 1 lap and taking notes on that opening lap, and you can see where he's stronger, and Ashton Yates makes that move around Benjamin Smith, but can he make it stick?
And he made it stick there into 2. He tried it going in and kind of pushed Benjamin out a little bit, and he was able to make the pass, but now you can see Jason Uribe. He's trying to make a pass on Benjamin Smith now as well. So Hayden's down. Maybe it's...
No, that's the 222. That's Manuel Seguera.
We're just going to catch the end, but it's down into turn 4, and it looks like it's really early. You know, usually when you crash on the middle, and Hayden gets up, and here just lost the front end. You could see it bouncing a little bit, and just made a mistake trying to push early on in this race to do what he did yesterday to get that little gap.
At that podium that Ashton was able to earn yesterday, finishing 3rd. It was his first podium of the season. He didn't have the start at Barber that he would have liked. He had a 5th place finish and then wasn't inside of the top 5 after that. So it was a good comeback day for him, and now he's leading the race.
And then I think maybe Nolan Lampkin might have crashed in turn 8. Seen a blue bike sliding out, yes.
Yep, that is Nolan Lampkin. He's our reigning Superbike Cup points champion. With Hayden out of it and Ashton now setting the pace, are they going to be better able to make it to the end?
Yeah, well, I think now, but for Ashton, he has to set the pace, and the battle here is going to change. Danilo Lewis able to make a really good pass. Wasn't able to make it stick. I think the biggest thing that's going to be different, these guys are now battling for a win instead of, a podium spot, and that changes the game.
It's Richard Kerr there on the number 75 with Danilo Lewis on the number 94. That is a battle to stay into the top 5, but this battle for second continuing to heat up as Jason Uribe continues to lead Benjamin Smith, but Benjamin Smith is getting closer and closer each lap by, now just right behind him.
Yeah.
Just under 0.4 of a second separating Jason Uribe from Ashton Yates, but he's been sitting behind him now, Roger, for the last, since, lap number, 3? So for the last several laps, Jason's been sitting there and he studies. He's a smart rider and he knows where he has an advantage. At what point does he make the move? Look at the lap progression. Jason Uribe continuing to be quicker than Ashton Yates on the last 3 laps of this race, but it doesn't come down to speed when you're in race trim. It comes down to making the move. You think he's saying smart, or do you think he knows he doesn't have the speed?
I don't think he knows he doesn't have the speed. With the race winding down, he would already been able to make that pass, but he could possibly be in a good spot if these two riders fighting for the win actually get into each other.
You saw the white flag wave. This is the final lap of race number 2 for Stock 1000. Ashton Yates continuing to lead this battle, and these front 2 riders in the battle for the lead have pulled away now from Benjamin Smith and Bryce Prince, but Jason Uribe making that move.
Right into turn 3, was able to get on the inside, but can he hold it?
We watched him sit behind Ashton Yates lap after lap, studying and taking his own personal notes, and you see him make that move stick, and Ashton Yates is right there. He knows it's the final lap of this race, and if he's going to get back around him and get a win, he's going to have to do it now.
He's going to have to strike really quick, because this next part of the track gets kind of tight and technical, and we've seen Jason's been able to get through this left-hander really quick, so it might come down to that turn 12.
While Ashton controlled the whole middle section of this race and controlled the pace, Jason Uribe continued to improve and get quicker and quicker each lap by. That's what these riders talked about yesterday. They didn't have enough left in the tank at the end to do anything, but today they held on. And on this final lap of the race, Jason Uribe still has a bike underneath him where he's turning his best times.
Yeah, and Ashton gets a good run through here, and he might try to make the pass on the inside. Jason does a great job blocking, but does he cut it too tight? Ashton's going to try to come under him here into the last corner.
And as they come around on this final lap, it is still Jason Uribe who is going to the checker. Ashton Yates right behind him, but Jason Uribe taking the victory here for race number 2 and Stock 1000 is your Brainerd International Raceway winner. You can see the pump of the fist. He is excited.
Yeah.
And stay here to watch this special moment for Jason Uribe being able to take home that first place trophy, top step of the podium. Congratulations to all 3 of those riders. We're going to step away for just a quick moment. We'll be right back after this. Race results from today. Jason Uribe right there at the top with Ashton Yates, Benjamin Smith on the podium, but Bryce Prince and Danilo Lewis being able to stay inside the top 5.